What's up, everybody? Glad to be bringing you another Masters of the Universe Origins figure review. And today I have my personal favorite character from when I was a child, my favorite action figure, now in Origins form, and that can only be this guy, Thunder Punch He-Man. Let's talk about it. So yeah, like I said, my favorite He-Man figure growing up was Thunder Punch He-Man. And I don't know, it was probably just the hokey cap snap action when you twisted him. And I used to play with cap guns all the time because you could back then, and now you can't. And I just have very fond memories of carrying that He-Man around and just twisting him, having him punch Skeletor. And I also was very, very fond of the bright yellow golden power sword. It was just really cool. It was better than the regular gray one. But yeah, so I was alerted that they were back in stock at Big Bad Toy Store, so I signed in to my account, ordered one, got it within 4 days, and am now ready to open it up. But before I do that, let's take a review of what it looks like in the package, and we'll go from there and talk about it. Okay, here we have Thunder Punch He-Man in his Rise of the Snake Men package for 2023. And I gotta tell you, just right off the bat, this reminds me of the figure I bought, or that was bought for me in the 80s, and I love what I'm seeing here. Everything about it is at least aesthetically very pleasing to my eye. Immediately, like I mentioned earlier, I'm caught. The gold sword has caught my attention. The same shield that he had when I was a kid. Even the white on the boots I remember it being brighter on the original figure, and the red gauntlets. It's just those extra things that I remember for whatever reason from my childhood. And then, of course, just it being He-Man. So this Rise of the Snake Men, I just noticed this when I sat it down, is that there's actually scales on the plastic. That's really cool for the Snake Men. So I really think that's cool. Of course, if I pan up just a little bit, you can see the top of the box has got the Snake Men logo, if you want to call it that. And of course, we're not going to just look at the front of the package, but we do have POW, He-Man delivers a thunderous punch. But this is a deluxe figure, so a little higher price point. I believe it was around $35. But on the back, of course, you have that... well, we'll just start from the bottom and work our way up, actually. We'll do a little backwards. We got the Rise of the Snake Men. The dreaded snake men have arisen from the darkest depths of Snake Mountain. King Hiss and his repulsive reptiles have vowed to destroy He-Man and his heroic warriors, as well as Sunman and the rulers of the sun. Will Eternia fall to the slithering swarm? And of course, the cross-sell with King Hiss, Thunder Punch He-Man, Snake Armor He-Man, Rattler, Cobra Khan, and Boltman. I have not been able to actually get any of those other figures ordered. I've been trying to get them, and they just are not in stock. They're all pre-ordered. They're all listed for, I think, January or February between Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. I know some folks have managed to get some of the figures, if not all of them already. I'm just slow to the punch, I guess. Speaking of punch, if we look over here to the left, we have how you put the accessory on Thunder Punch He-Man. You put it on his hand, on his fist. Pull the fist back, and snap, powerful thunder punch, of course. Now, he does not have that snap, crackle, pop of the snap caps, but we will talk about that more when I get it out of the package. Let me just move up a little bit here so we can look at this beautiful artwork once again. He-Man uses the power of Grayskull to summon the mega-powered Thunder Punch, and of course he's fighting some Snake Men in Horde armor, and you can also see Eternia. Which tower is that? It looks like it's the Snake Tower. I can't remember what it's actually called off the top of my head. But I always love the little hidden details in here. So rest assured, you know we're going to wind up getting some Snake Armor Horde figures, I'm sure, at some point. But that is the front and back of the package. Now, give me a moment. I will get him out, and we will talk about the figure himself and what's inside. Freed from the plastic prison is Thunder Punch He-Man. And boy, I am loving this figure already. I played with it for a couple moments after I got out of the package. As a matter of fact, Thunder Punch He-Man was so strong that when I took him out of the plastic he burst through the tie downs. Just boom, just bust right out. He was ready to party. But yeah, so here is He-Man the figure, and you will notice that, at least if you have a standard He-Man anywhere near you when you get this figure, or you see this figure, he is a bit tanner, I feel. And if it's not that, it's definitely the hair is brighter yellow. It's like a very just popping yellow compared to any other He-Mans we've gotten so far. And I just love it. I love the red. I love the boots. I love the armor. I love that they tried to give us the cap. And it's just, everything about this figure is awesome. And this will be my de facto He-Man now for my collection, for my display purposes. And man, he is awesome. I will say, I tried bending this arm and it is not having it, and I am scared to death without heating it up that I'm going to snap it. I cannot get that joint to bend whatsoever. Now this one, of course, being the Thunder Punch, you simply take his body, twist it, and how about that? Let's do it again. I did not realize they put a clipping or a clapping motion, whatever, inside of him to make him do that. And that is wonderful. My Thunder Punch He-Man has Thunder Punch action. So, nothing but great marks so far outside that one stiff joint. Stand up, He-Man. So, He-Man not only comes with cool features, action features, but he comes with his shield, which is just a chromed out plastic shield. It's actually pretty generic. I wish that they had put something in here to hold a cap, even if it was a fake cap. But alas, nothing in there, just a cheap old shield that can fit in his hand. Of course, we have the Thunder Punch accessory, which I think is going to be pretty cool, and we'll put it on here in a moment. And then finally, the Power Sword, which I love this one. Not the bright yellow from the 80s, but a nice gold colored Power Sword, which I absolutely love. Full Power Sword. And of course, he comes with a mini comic, and that mini comic is Heart of the Snake, featuring on the cover King Hiss, my apologies, He-Man, Thunder Punch, and the Sorceress. Thought there was someone else on there, but nope, just those three. And then, of course, we've got the cross-sell on the back once again. This is the same comic that will come with King Hiss, I believe. Flipping through it real quick, we can see Teela as a snake person. Mechaneck. And a few other characters. Oh, Stratos got turned, or not Stratos, Mechaneck got turned into a snake man. I mean, look at that. Just pretty cool. I'll read that later. That's pretty funny. So, oh, and of course, what parts can be swapped and removed on Thunder Punch He-Man? So, hands, legs, and head. Or I should say, boots, hands, and head can be removed on this figure. So, let's go ahead and do some accessorizing, just because we can. So we can put the shield in this hand. Now, I will say this, I am a person, if you get a deluxe figure, I think you should have extra hands. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Let's see. Is this how it goes? Does anybody remember? I think it goes like this. So he can actually carry his sword on the front of his shield, because I don't think it'll fit on the back. So there he is with his accessories, looking pretty good. And of course, what everybody would want to do. There's the back once again. I love that they try to make it like the old snap for the caps. And this is a piece you can take directly off. I guess I didn't say that earlier. You can take this off just by simply pulling the straps out. It's just malleable plastic that you can pull right out. And it comes off. The snapping feature is inside the body. But, of course, once again, just knock Skeletor out. Knock Hordak out. King Hiss, see you later. But yeah, that is a solid figure. But, and of course, if we put the power sword in his hand, no one is going to mess with He-Man. Nobody is going to mess with the Master of the Universe. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. What do you think of this figure? Is this a figure you're going to pick up? Is this something that you're just going to pass on because this was later in your collecting as a young boy or girl? But like I said, for me, this was my He-Man. Once he came out, this was the He-Man I wanted to play with all the time and was always with me in the car on rides. This was the He-Man. Love it. Think the world of it. Drop me a comment. Tell me what you think of it. Are you going to pick it up? Is the price point of $35 a little high for what you get? Let me know in the comments. Leave me a like. You've made it this far. I'd appreciate it. It helps the channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I try to do more reviews. I have more Masters of the Universe figures coming up, including the Mondo Timed Edition 3-in-1 He-Man. I'm going to do a review of it sometime this week. I'm a little bit nervous. If you are interested in knowing more about why I'm nervous, stay tuned. That video is going to be coming out soon. But that's it. Hope you have a happy new year, everybody, and I look forward to talking with you more in 2023. See you later.